At the beginning of the story, we are shown a world that has been completely destroyed. Even in an advanced city like Columbia, people were living like primitive tribes. To fill their stomachs, they had begun hunting just like people did in ancient times. The people in these tribes were constantly under threat from mutants. These mutants were always ready to kill humans. In fact, they were once humans themselves. But due to an infection, they had transformed into mutants. Almost all humans had turned into mutants. The entire world had collapsed. A handful of people somehow survived the infection. They had begun living like primitive tribes. So many days had passed since the infection spread that almost an entire generation had died out. In the new generation, no one was educated anymore. It was as if the world had returned to the age of Adam. Now we see a tribe whose leader's name is Ori. Ori's son, Seven, was the tribe's finest hunter. Seven took great care of his people, preparing himself to become the next perfect leader. The tribe hadn't found any prey for many days, so Seven stepped out beyond their boundary to hunt on his own. Suddenly, his father appeared and angrily said, "Who gave you permission to come here? You've put all of us in danger." Seven replied, "You and the elders are just too scared. If we keep living in fear and never hunt, we'll all die within a few days," he said. Their tribe had been surviving on leaves for days because they couldn't find any prey. Seeing Seven's determination, Ori finally allowed him to go ahead. Ori himself went with him to hunt. A little further, they sensed movement. Thinking it might be a wild animal, they approached slowly. But it was a boy from their own tribe. His name was Kaleb. Kaleb had already crossed the border earlier, hoping to find food for the tribe. He was exceptionally skilled at hunting. Now that Kaleb had joined them, they all moved forward together. Even after traveling a long distance, they couldn't find any prey. Ori said, "We should head back." Suddenly, they heard the growl of a huge creature nearby. Within seconds, a massive giant bear appeared in front of them. The bear was many times larger and stronger than them. There was almost no chance they could defeat it, but Kaleb and Seven rushed forward and attacked the bear. The bear struck back, impaling them with two massive spears in its hands. The bear was about to attack when the two exchanged a quick signal with their eyes. Kaleb tried to set a trap, and as the bear lunged at him, Seven dived under it and struck its chest. Through their bravery and teamwork, they managed to kill the dangerous bear. The bear was so huge it could feed them for months. Ori praised both of them for their bravery and removed the bear's heart, giving it to the boys. That night was all about them. The tribe celebrated because after so many days, they would finally eat meat. As they were heading back, a stammering man from the tribe appeared in front of them. He was in terrible condition, and they realized he had been infected. Soon, he was about to transform into a mutant. He knew this and begged them, "Kill me now." Ori was ready, but Seven didn't want to take his life. They wondered whether to kill him or spare him. Suddenly, a weapon flew from the distant forest and struck the man, killing him instantly. They had no idea who did it. Seven was furious and wanted to find the killer. The rest of the tribe restrained him and brought him back inside. Once there, they realized mutants had come very close to the village. Everyone was deeply worried. Mutants could attack at any moment. Many young tribe members suggested they leave and move elsewhere. The elders refused. "We have protected this place for many years. We will stay here. We shouldn't leave," they said. Hearing these depressing words, Kaleb stepped forward. "My dad used to say, to change something, we first have to change ourselves," he said. "We have to make the effort ourselves for the sake of the tribe." No one was motivated. Instead, they demotivated Kaleb, saying, "Your dad thought this way and that's why he died." We learned that Kaleb's father had believed there might be other survivors. He set out to find them. They never returned. Kaleb had become deeply saddened by everything that had happened. The entire tribe believed that his father was dead, but Kaleb wanted to prove that his dad was still alive. So he made up his mind he would leave the tribe and search for his father outside. As per his plan, he woke up early in the morning and quietly slipped out of the tribe. He had barely gone a short distance when he spotted a large group of mutants heading straight toward the tribe. Kaleb immediately turned back, ran to the tribe, and warned everyone about the approaching mutants. The tribe quickly prepared to fight. When the mutants attacked, the tribe's people put up a fierce resistance, but the mutants vastly outnumbered them. Realizing they couldn't win, Ori made a tough decision. Everyone should take shelter inside a cave. To save his people, Ori sacrificed himself. After sending everyone into the cave, he stayed outside alone, blocking the mutants from entering the cave entrance and giving himself up to them. The tribe's people sealed the cave door from inside. Ori fought the mutants till his last breath and was killed. The scene cuts. Outside the cave, 3 tribe members were still fighting: Seven, Kaleb, and Seven's wife, Dorel. A lot of time had passed while they battled. Exhausted, the 3 finally hid behind a large rock. Seven came up with a plan. He said, "To save the people inside the cave, we have to lure the mutants away from here. I'll distract them. You two keep fighting them." But Kaleb disagreed. "Fighting them is stupid. There are only 3 of us. And so many of them. Dory completely agreed with Kaleb and told Seven, "We should get out of here and look for help." The three started moving and soon reached a pond. While they were drinking water, someone was watching them from a distance. His name was Amal, the same man who had earlier killed the infected person from their tribe. By the time they finished drinking, Amal had already moved far away without being noticed. Near the pond, Seven spotted something on the ground. "Seven, what's this?" "Kaleb, it's a book. My dad used this very book to teach me how to read and write." While they were talking, they suddenly felt movement behind them. They turned around and saw mutants charging toward them once again. The three started running forward to escape, but the mutants were closing in fast. Seven turned back to fight and raised his weapon to kill the leading mutant, but he froze. The mutant was none other than his own father. Just before the mutant could infect all three of them, someone attacked from behind and killed it. It was Amal. Amal looked at Seven and said, "He is no longer your father. He has turned into a mutant, and I didn't do anything wrong by killing it. I just saved your lives." Saying this, he walks up to the three of them and asks, "You're not bleeding from the nose, right?" Actually, the very first sign of being infected is blood coming out of the nose. But in reality, no mutant had attacked these three at all. Then Amal explains to them, even if a mutant doesn't attack you directly, just coming in contact with them or breathing the air around them can infect you. However, this infection takes a little time to show its effect. Amal also tells the three that he knew Kaleb's father. In fact, Amal and Kaleb's dad were old friends. Amal reveals that Kaleb's father had designed a formula. He had created a medicine. It couldn't turn mutants back into humans, but if a human took that medicine, they would never turn into a mutant. In short, Kaleb's dad had made an antidote that could protect the remaining humans from becoming mutants. Unfortunately, a survivor living in a certain city stole that formula, and no one else has been able to recreate the medicine since, because almost nobody left knows how to read or write. But Kaleb's dad had told his friend, Amal, that he had taught his son how to read and write. That's exactly why Amal used to keep circling around their tribe's area. He was actually searching for Kaleb, so that with Kaleb's help, they could remake the medicine and save all the remaining humans. Here, everyone also learns one more thing. Amal himself is immune, meaning Amal had taken the medicine made by Kaleb's dad, so he can never become a mutant. Now Amal takes all three of them to his house, which was on the other side of the river. Amal lived there because mutants are afraid of water, so they never crossed to the other side of the river. Seeing the three newcomers, Amal's wife gets angry because she fears they might be infected, but Amal calms her down, saying that's not the case, and anyway, no mutant poses any danger to them, because Amal's entire family has also taken the antidote. While eating, Amal explains to the three, in the old days, humans tried to bring back animals that had gone extinct from the world. That experiment failed badly. Instead of those animals returning, a terrible infection spread across the world, and because of that infection, people started turning into zombies, that is, mutants. Anyway, Amal's main point was that these three should go to the city, retrieve the formula that Kaleb's dad had created from that thief, so that humanity could be saved. And for this mission, all three of them agree. On the other side, all the mutants were breaking down the door of the cave in which the entire tribe was hiding. Inside, everyone from the tribe was terrified, but some of the young people again suggest, we need to find another way out of here. The elders, however, believe it's not right to leave. Instead, they should stay right here and pray to God. In the midst of this, one youngster stands up on his own and starts breaking the rocks in the cave wall so he can reach the other side of the cave. Kaleb's sister also starts helping him. After breaking a lot of rocks, they finally reach the other side of the cave, and here, they spot a small waterfall flowing down through the mountains. Cold winds were also blowing at this spot. It was clear that on the other side of this mountain lay some new area. Now the question before them was how to break through this mountain and reach the other side. At this point, Kaleb's sister uses her brain and decides they will swim under the waterfall to get to the other side. But the moment she enters the water, she immediately comes back out, because the water was full of leeches that instantly latched onto her body and started sucking her blood. First, everyone together removes the leeches from her body. Yet, even after that, Kaleb's sister decides once again to go underwater, because if they don't even try, they will simply get infected anyway and die. From this side, a mutant tries to attack the people through a gap in the mutant door, but the tribe members grab its arm and kill it right there. However, now blood starts flowing from the nose of the oldest person in the tribe. It was clear he had become infected and was about to turn into a mutant. This hadn't happened because a mutant had attacked him, but because he had been breathing the air around the mutants for too long. And now it was obvious that whoever survived in this cave would eventually turn into a mutant. On the other side, Kaleb's sister and her remaining companions finally find a way out of there. After crossing under the waterfall, They see a light above from beneath the mountain. That means they can easily climb up and get out of the mountain. One companion starts climbing up. He is just about to get out when he sees that a large number of mutants are already present up there, and now they have spotted these people. The mutants start attacking them. To save his two remaining companions, this young man sacrifices himself. He stays back at the small opening near the waterfall through which they had come, so that the mutants cannot reach the other side of the cave through this route. Then the mutants tear him apart and devour him, while Kaleb's sister and her other companion return inside the cave. Upon returning, they see that the condition inside the cave has become extremely bad. People are falling sick. Blood is flowing from their noses. That means many of them are now about to turn into mutants. One man, who is almost fully ready to turn into a mutant, is in terrible pain. He begs them, "Kill me." At first, no one pays much attention, but then Kaleb's sister kills him. She tells the others, "If I ever reach this state, you kill me too." Meanwhile, on the other front, we see that Amal and all the others with him are moving toward the city along the river. During the journey, a large number of zombies on the mountains above spot them and start throwing stones at them. But these people quickly row their boat far away from there. Reaching one bank, Amal tells them that the city has arrived. Now, to call the other survivors, we have to give them a signal. For that, we need to go to the top of the tower and light a fire. While he is up on the tower lighting the fire, a huge number of mutants spot him. He shouts for Kaleb and Seven, tells them to run away from there, and starts fighting the mutants himself. At first, he shoots arrows at the mutant, where a large group of mutants attacks him all at once. While fighting, his foot slips and he falls into a mountain crevice. As soon as one mutant crawls into the crevice to drag him out, Amal stabs it right there and kills it instantly. Now Amal is stuck next to the mutant's dead body. Meanwhile, Kaleb, Seven, and Dora have already escaped from that place, but on the way they notice blood dripping from Dora's nose. That means she too has now been infected. Seeing this, everyone panics. Cut to Amal. Other survivors have spotted the fire signal he lit and have reached the location to rescue him. They first pull the dead mutant out of the narrow opening in the cliff, then rescue Amal. Amal now tells these people that they have found a man who is literate, who can read and write, and who can recreate the medicine for this infection. While walking, Kaleb's entire group reaches an unknown building. This territory belongs to the very man who had stolen the formula from Kaleb's father long ago. As soon as they arrive, Seven asks one of the men there about the yellow powder. The moment he hears this, the man gets scared and runs away. Seven chases him and sees that the man has reached his boss, the same person who stole the medicine from Kaleb's father. Kaleb now comes forward and requests them, "If you could give me just a little of the medicine, or even the formula, I will make more of it." But the man flatly refuses to give the medicine because he had saved the remaining stock for his future generations. However, he gives Kaleb a hint. There is a library in their area where Kaleb can go and try to recreate a new formula. Here, they keep Dora isolated in a separate place so that her infection doesn't spread to others. But in reality, no one here was in any danger from Dora because every person in this settlement had already immunized themselves with that powder. Kaleb now goes to the library and starts searching for a way to recreate the formula from scratch. Meanwhile, Seven goes straight to the man's daughter and asks her for the medicine. At first, the girl wonders why she should give it to him, but when Seven tells her that her father had actually stolen that medicine, her heart breaks, and she decides to help Seven. She had also understood that Seven only wanted to save everyone's lives. After this conversation, she takes Seven to a safe locker where the medicine was supposed to be kept. The key to this locker always hung around her father's neck. Looking at the safe, Seven says, "This hasn't been opened in a long time, it's covered in thick dust." But the girl replies, "My father used to bring a little medicine every day." The clear meaning, the medicine was not inside this locker. Finding the medicine had now become a new challenge. The girl comes up with an idea. She runs to her father and shouts, "Someone has broken into your room to steal the medicine." The man panics, rushes to the room and checks. The medicine was safe. He had hidden it under the floor. Seven, watching everything from above, jumps down the moment he sees it, knocks the man unconscious. Just as he is about to kill him, the daughter steps in and says, "No, leave my father and take the medicine from here. Go cure everyone." Saying this, she hands the medicine over to Seven. First, he himself consumed the medicine because he had also become infected. After that, he took it to Dora and cured her as well. Then they went to Kaleb, who had received the formula, but was now in the worst condition of all. Dora quickly gave him the medicine and healed him. After that, they grabbed the formula and the medicine and fled from there. They had to cross from one mountain to another via a mountain path, and there they saw a rope bridge. This bridge was extremely dangerous. While crossing it, the guards of that man started chasing them from behind and kept attacking them continuously. During this attack, Kaleb gets injured, But saving Kaleb was extremely important for them, because Kaleb was the only person who could make his father's medicine and save everyone. To save Kaleb, Seven steps forward and starts fighting the rest of the guards. Before they could reach their mountain through the bridge, Seven cuts the bridge from his side, causing the guards to fall down into the abyss. Seeing this, the remaining guards, in rage, shoot arrows at Seven. An arrow hits Seven directly in the chest, and he falls into the deep ravine between the two mountains. That is, Seven was now dead. Taking advantage of the moment, Dora escapes with Kaleb. On the way, they encounter people from Amal's tribe who were actually searching for them, and they rescue the group. Here, the tribe wants Kaleb to hand over his father's formula to them, but Kaleb tells them, "Look, all of you have already used this medicine. You need this medicine for the next generation, but right now, our tribe is in far greater danger. The mutants have already attacked them and they haven't taken any medicine." Hearing this, the tribe agrees to help Kaleb. Now everyone together heads toward Kaleb's tribe. When they arrive, they see that the condition of that tribe was terrible. The mutants were just about to break open the cave door and attack the remaining people. But at that exact moment, Amal's tribe starts fighting the mutants to save the other tribe. Immediately, Dora rushes in and starts making her tribe's people inhale the medicine so that they don't turn into mutants. Outside, a fierce battle was going on, and now the people of this tribe had also joined the fight. Together, they killed a large number of mutants. As soon as Kaleb steps outside, he sees the same man, the one from whom they had stolen the medicine, had arrived there with the intention of killing him. The man shoots an arrow at Kaleb, but before the arrow could hit Kaleb, Amal jumps in front of him to save him. He takes the arrow meant for Kaleb on his own body. Seeing this, Kaleb becomes so enraged that he throws the axe he was holding straight at that man. The axe hits him directly and the man dies right there. And finally, we see that everything has become all right. All the mutants have been killed and their tribe is now completely safe, and all of this happened because of Kaleb. Overwhelmed with emotion, Dora tightly hugs him, and here we learn that Kaleb had liked Dora from the very beginning. Anyway, at the end of the film, it is shown that Kaleb and his sister now teach children. We also see that Amal has fully recovered, the same Amal who had taken the arrow in his chest for Kaleb that day. In the end, Dora and Kaleb both go together to drop Amal back at his home. Now Amal has a new mission. He has to return once again to that same city, where his father had created the medicine. Amal now wants to remake that same medicine so that the remaining humans can also be saved. And with the beginning of Amal's new journey being shown, the film ends here. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments below which movie I should explain next.